Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Growing Richer. I'm Terrell, and for today we're going to have two reflections to start our week. Number one, we govern our actions. And so, what I mean by that is that don't let anybody get you out of your body this week. Um, don't let what's going on around you, how people may talk to you, whatever, get you out of your character. And get you out of being able to be that person who shines a light in your situations. Essentially, what I'm saying is we can't control what's going on around us, but we can control our actions. And so I actually read a book before. It was called, or it was about a coffee bean. And it basically chronicled the how three different foods responded to being placed in boiling water. And the boiling water was a metaphor for our surroundings. And so the first one that the book used was carrot, or a carrot. And I rarely eat carrots, so I want to use rice as my example. And so what happens to rice when we put it in water? It becomes all mushy and soft, and it's still good to eat, but if you're a person, you don't want to be like the rice. You want to be put into a situation, and even if it's a tough situation, you don't want to lose your backbone. You don't want to lose your footing and just become soft and just easy to, just easy to shake and move. And so the next one that it used was an egg, and I can't think of a better analogy than an egg, so I'm gonna have to use it. And so when the egg is put into water, into boiling water, we all know what happens to the inside. It becomes hard, hard boiled. And so for us, we don't want to go into work this week or into our peer group or into wherever we have to show up this week and allow a tough situation to make us to be on edge, to make us to be defensive, to make us be rash at people. We can address people in a way that is not how you would be if you were hard on the inside. I really hope that makes sense. And then the last one that he used was coffee. And so coffee is also a really good analogy. You could also think of it as tea. But when you put coffee or tea into boiling water, what happens to it? Not a whole lot. Nothing really happens to the coffee or the tea, but something drastic happens to the water. The water becomes transformed, if you will. The water becomes something that a lot of us look forward to in the morning. There are like entire cultures, like even in Germany we say cafe kuchen, like it's a whole day dedicated, or a whole portion of your day dedicated to having coffee because it's been transformed by the coffee bean. And so what I'm saying is, as you go into these spaces, don't allow yourself to be changed. Be who you are, and the surroundings will have to adjust. And so number one, we govern our actions. Number two. All right. Number two is make the most of where you are. And so in our generation, there are a lot of distractions. One of them is, of course, social media. YouTube can be as well if you're not using it responsibly. Just having friends who aren't focused, that can also be one too. And so what I'm here to just remind us all is that every single day we have a new mercy, a new opportunity, a new just gift that we're giving. And I don't want us to squander it because we are so focused on maybe the next person, or we're not even engaged because we're doing this all day. You don't want to be that person. And so for this week, really focus on your inputs. Focus on what you know you can be doing to better your life and your family, and it'll start spreading from there. But if you're sitting at work right now, start there. Focus on being the most excellent that you can, and then let the outcome take care of itself. So those are the two reflections for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. and have a great week.